trying to figure out way back when that foot sprain happened. Foot sprain, is that right?
It was like plantar fascia, really, a little bit of that. It happened on the touchdown run, like right when I broke the last tackle. I kind of picked my foot up a little higher, and then when I put it down and pushed off, I kind of felt a little tear in my plantar fascia. So
you had a couple more carries that game, a few more snaps, but did you feel it?
Yeah, that was the reason for such limited touches after their play, because of the foot and dealing with it after that.
How does it feel today?
Oh, it's getting better every day.
Your first time dealing with plantar fascia?
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Not at all.
What's your understanding about how it's going to be the rest of the way?
I mean, they say once you tear it, it actually heals better, and you don't feel it as much. So I'm waiting until I get to that point.
So what type of load? How do you feel about your status come Sunday? And what type of load do you think?
It's more than likely it'll be a game time decision.
Well, let me ask you this, Tony. Coach McCarthy today, first day back.
Yeah.
What was it like to see him back in the mix after having to come up with COVID protocol?
It was good, having him back in the team meetings, him bringing his energy that he brings, just getting guys spiced up and, ready to play. And, it was good, definitely having him back in the building.
When your head coach makes a statement, he guarantees that, you guys are going to win. This big matchup coming up in Washington. Twitter's going crazy. When as a player, when your head coach says something like that, what does it do for you guys?
I love it. It makes us go harder. It just shows that he believes in us. He puts his trust in us and everything he has. He's behind us all the way. So, the team, it just makes you go harder when your coach is out there, defending you, keeping your name up. So, yeah, it's big.
Are you in pain right now, TB?
Nah, not right now.
Walking around, are you?
A little bit.
Did you practice well today?
I did the little ropes over there with Britt for the most part, so it's really going to be a game time decision whether or not we'll know.
You played with Antonio Gibson at Memphis in 22. What are some of the things that you admire about his game?
He's a dog. Just being able to do a lot of different things, not just being average, but being good at whatever it is that he does. Lining up a receiver, he's a legit receiver. Lining in the backfield, he's a legit running back. You could also put him back there, a returner. He could do that for you as well. So it's big,
Tony, going back to Sunday's matchup, what's the mindset for the team considering, if you guys win, going against a division opponent, if you guys win, 3 games ahead in the division, things don't work out, you're only 1 game in front of Washington. How would you describe the magnitude of Sunday's game?
It's big. I think that we're taking the approach, at this point is every game is a must-win. That's what we're trying to tell ourselves in our head, and we're just trying to go 1-0 every week. So we're not trying to think ahead at the bigger picture or look too far ahead. We're just focused on our next opponent, each week.
What's the toughest part as a running back? Your development's very clear in this area, but pass pro, what's the hardest part of pass pro as a back? Is it identifying who to pick up? Is it the technique itself that you're exhibiting when you're
I would say just trusting your technique and your fundamentals, and trusting the your rules, your pass protection rules, and who is hot and who the quarterback has to throw hot off of, who you have to pick up. So you got to be the O-line, the quarterback, running back, all of us have to be on the same page.
Zeke helped you with that because he's pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
So you say it's a game time decision. What is it likely that you'll be a go?
Yeah, you could say that.
Does it come down to pain threshold?
Yeah. Pretty much.
How much did having the longer break from the Thursday game to Sunday, 10 days off, how helpful was that?
That was big. A lot of guys on the team were banged up. So, that was big not only for me, but for everyone on the team, that was dealing with injuries. And, especially in this time of the season, everyone's going to have something that they're dealing with or playing through. So it's just a part of the game.
Have you talked to any backs who dealt with what you're going through now?
I've talked to a few people who have, and they've basically said the same thing about this. When you tear it, the pain goes away. So.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Thanks, DP.
Yeah.
One more question, sorry. We've heard a lot about how movement from the defensive line is kind of been something that, as an offense, as a running offense, you guys are adjusting to. How does that complicate the run game when you see a lot of movement from the defensive line?
You know, it makes things up front for the O-line, you know, a little tricky because, you know, everyone, you know, every play they identify who they're going to, or if it's a run play, who is the mic, you know, who they're running to, who is the guard getting up to, the tackle going to. So if one guy spikes and the whole defense shifts, then it kind of throws it off, especially once at the snap of the ball. So it's tough on the O-line.
Thank you.
Yeah.